Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram. Good evening, everyone. Vagdevi Arts Academy and Sri Lasya Academy presents Tandav in collaboration with Department of Language and Culture, Government of Telangana. On behalf of Vagdevi Arts Academy and Sri Lasya Academy, I welcome you all to the first day of this two-day live session, Tandav, a profound insight into Tandavam and its existence in various classical dance forms. I am Satvika Penna, an Andhra and Pedni Natyam dancer, disciple of Guru Kalakrishna and daughter and disciple of Dr. Suvachla Suresh. Etatrayam dvidabhinnam lasya tandava sanyakam sukumaram tu tallasyam udhatam tandavam viduhu. Nritya and Natya are of two natures. Lasyam, the graceful dancing, and Tandavam, the vibrant dancing. Tandav is widely celebrated dance of Lord Shiva. It is already known from the Natya Shastra that Tandu, on being told by Lord Shiva, taught dance to Bharata, and it came to be known as Tandavam. In this live event, we present to you performances, discussions on Tandavam. The discussions include the significance of Tandava as told in the Shastras, the technique and the practice being done in different dance traditions. The artists will be interacting with our guest speakers about their presentations and will give us their impression of Tandavam. We begin the event with a short speech from Badami Shivakumar Garu, Chairman, Telangana Sangeet Natak Academy, our distinguished guest for this evening, who has graciously wished us the best.
గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ తెలంగాణ సౌజన్యంతో వాగ్దేవి ఆర్ట్స్ అకాడమీ వారు తాండవం అనేటటువంటి నృత్యాన్ని 31 మరియు 1వ తేదీ లోపల ఆన్లైన్లో కార్యక్రమం పెట్టడం చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. దానికి కూడా పద్మశ్రీ పిటి గోపాలకృష్ణ గారు మరియు తాడేపల్లి సత్యనారాయణ గారు, కళాకృష్ణ గారు లాంటి మహా గొప్ప కళాకారులచే వారి యొక్క అనుభవాలను, దీంట్లో తాండవం అడుగులు ఉద్ర రూపంలో ఉన్నటువంటి చూపించేటటువంటి తాండవం అడుగుల లోపల గొప్ప గొప్ప ప్రక్రియలు చేసి మన ప్రేక్షకులకు అందించడం చాలా సంతోషం. మరి వాగ్దేవి వారికి హృదయపూర్వకంగా శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలుపుతున్నాను. యువతరాన్ని రోజు తీసుకొని నాట్యరంగానికి యువతరాన్ని పరిచయం చేయడం, మరి కొత్త కొత్త ప్రక్రియలు చేసి వాగ్దేవి ముందుకు రావడం చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉంది. మీరంతా మొత్తం కార్యక్రమాన్ని పూర్తిగా చూసి మీ యొక్క అభిప్రాయాలు కూడా చెప్తే చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంటుంది. ఇది మన ప్రాంతంలో ప్రాచీనమైనటువంటి కళలు వీటిని బ్రతికించుకోవాల్సినటువంటి బాధ్యత, దీన్ని జనాలకు చూపించవలసినటువంటి బాధ్యత మన మీద ఉంది. అందుకే తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వం కూడా దీనికి సహకరిస్తుంది. గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు కల్వకుంట్ల చంద్రశేఖరరావు గారు, మరి శ్రీనివాస్ గౌడ్ గారు లాంటి మంచి మంత్రులు, ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారితో పాటు మంచి మంత్రులు ఉండడం చాలా సంతోషం. మరి గవర్నమెంట్ కూడా ఎంకరేజ్ చేయాలన్నటువంటి ఆలోచనతో ఉంది. అదే ఉద్దేశంతో ముఖ్యమంత్రి కల్వకుంట్ల చంద్రశేఖరరావు గారు సంగీత నాటక అకాడమీని ప్రారంభించడం చాలా సంతోషం. మా యొక్క సంగీత నాటక అకాడమీ ద్వారా కూడా వాగ్దేవ్ వారికి ఎప్పుడు సహకరించడానికి మేము సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నాం. అందరికీ హృదయపూర్వక నమస్కారాలు తెలుపుతూ మరి యొక్క కార్యక్రమాన్ని వీక్షించి మరి మీ కామెంట్స్ తెలుపవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం.
Thank you so much, sir. We now have Mr. Nischal Yoda to speak for us about Tandavam as explained to him by Padma Shri Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu. Master Nischal is the founder and director of React Academy, an academy dedicated to promote, teach and develop Indian martial arts, Indian warrior cultures and also self-defense. With 35 years of experience in different types of martial arts from around the world, Master Nischal trained many organizations. He is the consultant, mentor and advisor for many law enforcement agencies and special forces. He is the direct disciple of Guru Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu, under whom he got trained in Perini Tandav and also did intense research on warrior dances and also Shiva Tandavam. He is the last living master for one of the rare martial art of Telugu warriors called Domi Samu. We'll shortly be adding Nischal Garu.
Namaste everyone, I am Nischal Yoda. I am the founder and director of React Combat School, and we are actually doing intense research on Indian martial arts and Indian warrior culture. So today I got an opportunity to talk about Tandav, and it is one of my favorite subjects, and it has put me into a place where I am today. So Tandav is one of the most powerful subjects. So before I start talking about Tandav and Shiva Tandav, I first want to tell you about my journey to get into this Tandav and how I met Guruji Nataraja Ramakrishna and how I got trained under him about this Tandav. So like we all know, when we talk about Tandav, we always think that it is nothing but a dance form where a Shiva is performing some kind of dance. But is it really that? Or if something is there inside, deep inside, behind also, there is some meaning behind Tandav style. So what is the difference between the Tandav and the normal dances which you are performing? So this all things now we are going to talk about, and we are going to tell how the importance of training, teaching the technique will be. I was very much fascinated about martial arts, especially Indian martial arts. So I started learning different types of martial arts ranging from Samu, Domi Samu, it's a very rare fighting art. Then I learned Malayuddham, Vajramusti. Then I traveled all around the world practicing different styles of martial arts, ranging from military arts to many things. When I was doing this, suddenly I came about one thing that was a warrior dances, which really impressed me a lot. I just want to explore this warrior dances. So then I started going deep into the subject, and I started picking up from many different places. Like New Zealand, I was picking up the Haka dance, Maori dance, Zulu dance. There are many forms of dances which I was like doing research on. When I was doing research on all these forms of dances, suddenly I came across a word called Shiva Tandav. And ultimately, I know that Lord Shiva is also a warrior, and he is performing a kind of dance. When he gets aggressive or when he is happy, whatever it is, he just performs a dance. And that is called as Shiva Tandav. So I just want to go learn that form, what it is. So I also thought that it's just a dance form, some dance form, and I have to just learn, pick it up. I started searching for the masters. I started going to different masters, trying to talk about Shiva Tandav, and many masters told me different forms and different techniques. When I was doing this, somewhere, like we say, when the student is ready, the master appears. In the internet, I got a small number. It was a very small number. It's not a full description also. They just told that it's a Perini, the warrior's dance, and this is the number. I tried out for the academy. There is no academies. There's nothing like that. So only that number was there. I just picked the number and I thought, let me talk. And to my surprise, it was Guruji Nataraj Ramakrishna, Padma Shri. He picked up the phone and it just happened like I told Guruji, I want to learn Perini. Then he said, I'm not teaching nowadays, so I'm not interested to train anymore. So I said, okay, fine, I'll just come touch your feet and go away. I just want to talk to you something. Then he said, okay, fine, you come down to my place. And I went to his place. Then he asked me, what do you want to learn? I said, I want to learn Shiva Tandav. Then he just smiled and said, okay, so you want to become Shiva, Lord Shiva? Then he just smiled and told me, go home, know about Lord Shiva and come back and talk to me. So I went back. I didn't know what is what. So I just tried to read some material about Lord Shiva and all those things. Then again, I went back to Guruji next day and I told him about Guruji, this is what I came to know. Then he said that, see, performing a dance just like Shiva is very normal. It's very simple. Anybody can put a makeup and just perform like Shiva. But performing the real Tandav, Shiva Tandav, is entirely different. And you should be Shiva to do that. I was like little bit thinking that what it does mean. Then he said that I'll teach you a form called Perini, which is a warrior's dance. There are two forms, he told me. One is Shiva's Tandav, one is Tandav. There are two forms. Many people get confused with this one. Shiva Tandav is different and Tandav is different. Tandav is a dance which is performed by the warriors who wants to invoke Lord Shiva into them. That is called Tandav. Shiva Tandav is when Shiva by himself he performs the dance, is Shiva Tandav. Then he said, if you want to do Shiva Tandav, then you have to invoke Shiva. Without that, it's just like you're doing something nonsense. So that is what has created a very big impact in me. And then I asked that whatever it is, I want to learn this form. Then he said that come from to next. I'll keep telling you about this subject. It took nearly 3 months where he didn't teach me a one step of dance also. Every day I used to go to him and we used to sit and do the research on the warrior dances. And he used to put me into many things. Like he used to tell that, go find out the different poses of warrior dancers around the world. He used to go do research, a lot of research, and get the postures and all. So in this way, it took nearly 2 to 3 months. He was just, we were talking and we are understanding the theory behind the Shiva Tandav. And it is an amazing subject. Today, I'm going to talk to you about this subject. I'm going to go more depth into the subject and try to make you people understand also what is real Shiva Tandav and what is the Tandav, the warrior dance. Perini is a Tandav dance. It's not a Shiva Tandav dance. It is basically a Tandav dance which is performed by the warrior to invoke Lord Shiva. To invoke Lord Shiva, what are the most important things? What a Shiva got a qualities of? Shiva is not just a god. You cannot say, okay, he's just a god, usko kuch power se. No. He is a person who has got a complete control on his emotions. A person who got complete controls on his emotions. A person who has got a complete control on the 5 elements on this earth. He is the true Shiva. The whole Perini form, which was developed only on this basis. How do you get control on your emotions? And how do you get the feel of all the elements on earth into you? Is what the Perini was designed on. For this, when I started practicing with Guruji, he started first asking me that you have to know about postures, about alignments, about angles. So initially when we started practicing the forms, he never taught me any dance steps, but he first started teaching me the angles, the postures, and the alignment. So how much, if your right hand is up, how much should be your left hand? On what angle it should be? If your right leg is like this, if your left leg is like this, how much angles it should be? How to create the alignment in your body? How to create that posture? There is a lot of techniques and lots of exercises, the traditional exercises which Guruji used to train me, like Karanata and standing towards the wall and creating the postures and all these things. And he gave me a very good thing. You know, when Lord Shiva, everywhere we see Nataraj, Vigraham, everywhere we see that. We are dancers, we always pray to him. Why do we do that? And why NASA also is now saying that they are also trying to put that Nataraj Vigraham in that place? Because this is having some unique cosmic energy. And this energy is coming from that Nataraj, not just because it's some powerful thing, but because of the posture which was been created there inside that circle is what is actually creating that power, that energy. And the first step which I learned on Shiva Tandav, on Tandav forms, was creating the poses, postures, angles, alignments, exercises, and lots of things was been taught to me in the first stage. Then slowly I started understanding this Tandav forms, and then he went into the second subject, second level. The second level was, I was surprised to know that such a powerful subject was there in our form, in our Indian form. That was sound and vibration. Sound and vibration was such an amazing subject. I can tell you, like, I can give a very good example about Guruji. He used to take my book. I used to have one notebook. He used to ask me to get one notebook. I used to take the notebook, and he used to sit and keep drawing in my notebook some pictures and some letters and all. I was at that time, I was not so much keen about what he was trying to draw and all those things. But then when the sound and vibration subject came, then he told me that if you want to take control on your emotions, which one can pierce into your body directly? Do you think the light can pierce? No. Then what can pierce into the body directly? The sound. Everyone reacts to the sound. Everything vibrates to the sound. So then he told me the subject about sound and vibration, which was an amazing subject. He told me how each sound, when it goes from one place to the other, how it vibrates on a human body and how human body reacts to that sound. The whole science of Perini Tandav was developed on this one subject, which is sound and vibration, which Guruji has done an intense research in it. Every sound he was able to take it and say that, okay, this sound travels like this. This is the vibration which is created by this sound. And this is how the body reacts to this sound. And there, the whole story changed. If you see Perini also, when you see the Perini bits, many people will think, oh, Perini bits was been developed just like that for a dance form. But Perini bits were developed in the very scientific methodology. So each bit was been developed as a dance, but in a very scientific methodology. The first thing which we basically do, what is Perini? Is Prerana. You're taking an inspiration from Lord Shiva, a Rudra Rupa of Lord Shiva, you're taking it into you. You're taking his inspiration. You're going to become like him. You want to become like him. So you're taking his inspiration. This is the first step. So the whole, which we do it in the first stage, is all about that, invoking the Lord Shiva. Invoking, doing this dance form to invoke. So whole jatis are developed on that basis. Now, second, when you go into this one, you go into Tahana Vinyasas and all. If you see Tahana Vinyasas, there are many, I think people are there around who are actually doing this Perini as a very serious subject. And I'm very happy that today the Perini is in a very good position. And thanks to everyone who is really doing an excellent job to keep the Perini alive. So in the second stage, we get into the Tahana Vinyasas. In Tahana Vinyasas, if you see, it's all about emotions. The way the sound is playing with different types of emotions. And it's so beautifully said that every sound is creating one emotion to the human body. And then your body is reacting with a dance form, with a dance. And this is an amazing thing. Then once you do this, you can immediately feel that there is an complete emotions, feelings are into you and they are under your control. The third stage which we basically go is Panchabhut Shabdas, Panchabhuta Shabdas or Panchabhut Shabdas, whatever we call it as Panchabhuta Shabdas. So air, water, fire, sky, earth. So in this one space, in this one, they are actually trying to teach you how to take this all into you. Then then everything is done. That's the time Guruji used to say, now you are true warrior of Lord Shiva. Now you are Lord Shiva. So sound and vibration is everything about this. That is which Guruji was able to place it in different places. Because why I was so interested to, why I was so keen and I was learning this all things was because he made me to understand this, and he put one more mridangist, a new mridangist there, and he started teaching him. He said that, listen how I am trying to show you the music, and so that you will also understand how the music is developed. And that has really opened me up. And sound and vibration is such a powerful subject that if you know it very well, many things can be changed in your life. So Perani is not just something dance form. It's a dance form. It's a very powerful dance form, but it has got a lot of things inside it, lot of science inside it. And a person, if he can understand this science, I can say that you are into a true world of spirituality. You're into the true world of spirituality. That's true. So the next thing, what Guruji, then we started about the dance form. So then he started teaching me the dance steps and how to know the bits and pieces and how to go further ahead and all. So then once this whole thing process was over, so I remember now also one day, then I was asking, okay, now we have completed till here, then what next? Then Guruji told me that, okay, can you take me to Saramati, Baradari? So I said, okay, fine, let's go. I picked him up and I went back. I went to Saramati. So there he showed, once you complete all these things, now you are ready to do Shiva Tandav. You can do it. And then he told me a subject which is very, very important for all of our dancers, that is expressions. Expressions. It was a very, very powerful subject which he told me about. Now, many people, when we perform Shiva's dances or Ardhanarishwar dances, Ardhanarishwar is something which we call it as the nature is made of. The whole nature is made of that only, Ardhanarishwar. Every country, every culture actually has some or the other thing which says two energies, opposite energies are, that is what is the nature is. Then he said that once you get this everything into you, you by yourself is a nature, and then you are with the nature. And then you have to perform the two opposite energies, that is Ardhanarishwar. Then he told me one beautiful thing that then I immediately, when you know Ardhanarishwar, when we listen to Ardhanarishwar, we immediately start thinking that, okay, yeah, what is, okay, we wear a makeup where one side is Shiva, one side is Parvati, and then one side sari, one side normal Shiva dressing, and then we perform the dance. Then he told me that that is not the right form of dance. If a person really attains that level where he can understand this all things, then there is no need for him to put a makeup, but people can see and understand where is Shiva, where is Parvati in the person's face without the makeup. This has really put me into a question mark that really is it possible that without the makeup can you see a person having two sides? And to my surprise, Guruji showed me this. He showed me this, one side Shiva, one side Parvati, without any makeup. You know him very well. How is he? And this has really put us all into a point where we understood what is meant by real Tandav dances. So coming up to this forms of dances, the most important thing is when we talk about this Shiva Tandav, Tandavs, you need to understand one thing. They are very, 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 very powerful forms. You know, for my, one of the best thing which I can tell about Tandav also is, when we were doing research on it, Guruji, he even made me to see a movie called Daksha Yagnam. I think many people would have watched that movie also. He asked me to watch that Daksha Yagnam, and in the last, our senior NTR Garu performs Shiv Tandav. So it is actually performed by a Kathak dancer. Sorry, I don't remember his name as such, but he showed me this form also and said, see, watch them, how they do it. And in this way, he started teaching me.
There seems to be some technical issue from Nishal Yodha Garu's side. So moving on, that was an amazing talk by him. Thank you, sir. Moving on to the performances, we have the first presentation for the day, Kuchipudi by Avijit Das. Avijit Das is a spirited dancer and was initiated into classical dance under the guidance of Srimati Sanaka Biswas of Shantiniketan, West Bengal. With keen interest in Kuchipudi, he joined Kuchipudi Art Academy under legendary guru Sri Vempati Chinasatyam and renowned Kuchipudi exponent Srimati Manju Bhargavi. He is currently training under the guidance of Sri Jayakishore Mosalikanti. He also has a diploma in Carnatic music. Like a glimpse in the mirror, his firebrand style of work, both when performing as well as teaching, aim to encourage self-identity in the viewers or students. He is a graded artist from Chennai Doordarshan. He has performed on many national and international platforms. Avijit Das believes in Indian classical dance as not only a medium of showcasing the rich tradition, but also a naturalistic channel of expression that is innate to all cultures. Presenting Avijit Das.
हत्त दिन्दां तद्दिक्किटत्तुङ्गणा हत्त दिन्दां नन्दी किटत्तुङ्ग ढिङ् ढिङ् किणत्तुङ्ग ढिङ् ढिङ् किट तुङ्ग नुत चिट्ट किण्ण तुङ्ग ढिङ् ढिङ् किण्ण तुङ्ग नुत चिट्ट किण्ण तुङ्ग ढिङ् ढिङ् किट तुङ्ग ता हत्त झण्तां झण्णां झण्ण झण्ण तणा हत्त झण्तां झण्णां झण्ण झण्ण तत झण्ण तत झण्णु तत धिम्मि तत तरिगिटतं तत् झण्ण तत झण्णु तत धिम्मि तत तरिगिटतं त झण्ण तत झण्णु तत धिम्मि त किटतक तरिगिटतं त
प्रभुं प्राणनाथं विभुं विश्वनाथं जगन्नाथनाथं सदानन्दभाजम् प्रभुं प्राणनाथं विभुं विश्वनाथं जगन्नाथनाथं सदानन्दभाजम् भवद्भव्यभूतेश्वरं भूतनाथं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे भवद्भव्यभूतेश्वरं भूतनाथं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे गलेरुण्डमालं तनौ सर्पजालं महाकालकालं गणेशाधिपालम् गलेरुण्डमालं तनौ सर्पजालं महाकालकालं गणेशाधिपालम् जटाजूटगङ्गोत्तरङ्गैर्विशिष्य शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे जटाजूटगङ्गोत्तरङ्गैर्विशिष्य शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे मुदामाकरं मण्डलं मण्डयन्तं महामण्डलं भस्मभूषाकरं तम् मुदामाकरं मण्डलं मण्डयन्तं महामण्डलं भस्मभूषाधरं तम् अनादिं ह्यपारं महामोहमारं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे अनादिं ह्यपारं महामोहमारं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे वटातो निवासं महाट्टाटहासं महापापनाशं प्रकाशम् वटातो निवासं महाट्टाटहासं महापापनाशं प्रकाशम् गिरीशं गणेशं सुरेशं महेशं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे गिरीशं गणेशं सुरेशं महेशं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे गिरीन्द्रात्मजा सङ्गृहीतार्धदेहं गिरौ संस्थितं सर्वदा सन्निधेयम् गिरीन्द्रात्मजा सङ्गृहीतार्धदेहं गिरौ संस्थितं सर्वदा सन्निधेयम् परब्रह्म ब्रह्मादिभिर्वन्द्यमानं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे परब्रह्म ब्रह्मादिभिर्वन्द्यमानं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे कपालं त्रिशूलं कराभ्यां दधानं तदां भोजनं रायकामं ददानम् कपालं त्रिशूलं कराभ्यां दधानं तदां भोजनं रायकामं ददानम् बलिवर्धयानं सुराणां प्रभुं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे बलिवर्धयानं सुराणां प्रभुं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शरच्चन्द्रगात्रं गणानन्दपात्रं त्रिनेत्रं पवित्रं गणेशस्य मित्रम् शरच्चन्द्रगात्रं गणानन्दपात्रं त्रिनेत्रं पवित्रं गणेशस्य मित्रम् अपर्णाकलत्रं सदा सच्चरित्रं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे अपर्णाकलत्रं सदा सच्चरित्रं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे हरं सर्पहारं चिताभूविहारं भवं वेदसारं सदा निर्विकारम् हरं सर्पहारं चिताभूविहारं भवं वेदसारं सदा निर्विकारम् श्मशाने वसन्तं मनोजं दहन्तं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे श्मशाने वसन्तं मनोजं दहन्तं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे स्वयं यः प्रभाते नरः शूलपाणे पठेत् स्तोत्ररत्नं इह प्राप्य रत्नम् स्वयं यः प्रभाते नरः शूलपाणे पठेत् स्तोत्ररत्नं इह प्राप्य रत्नम् स्वयं यः प्रभाते नरः शूलपाणे पठेत् स्तोत्ररत्नं इह प्राप्य रत्नम् सुपुत्रं सुजानं सुमित्रं कलत्रं विशिष्यै साम्राज्य मोक्षं प्रयाति सुपुत्रं सुजानं सुमित्रं कलत्रं विशिष्यै साम्राज्य मोक्षं प्रयाति
तद्धिं तत्तकधिं तत्तद्धिं धिं धिं त धिं धिं त जन्नु जन्नु तज्जन्नु जन्नु जन्नु त ता हत्त जन्नु तां धन्नां धन्न धन्न धन्ना हत्त जन्नु तां धन्नां धन्न धन्न तकुं दकि तकिट दति तकुं दत् तकिट तक दरि गिट कथा तकुं दत् तकिट तक दरि गिट तकति तकुं दत् तकिट तक दरि गिट तम धिं तक 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 धिं तक तक ता 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 धिं तक ता तक ता धिं तक तै 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 धिं तक ता 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 धिं तक तै 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 धिं तक ता धिं तक धिं तक ता धिं तक ता धिं तक ता
That was such an energetic performance by Avijit Das Garu. We now have Mr. Nischal Yoda Garu to continue his talk.
Thank you very much. Sorry, there was some technical issues, so there was a connection cut, and then again I'm joining back. So I was just talking about the way we have done research on this Shiv Tandav and the way the Perini Tandav was actually been developed by Guruji Nataraj Ramakrishna. And this has got a lot of energy, at the same of lot of spiritual energy is there. and the dance is very vigorous. So basically, it was being done in the olden days. They used to say that it was being done by men only. Guruji used to say that it was being done by men only. But good that today I'm able to see there are women also who are performing this dance, Perini dance. I'm very happy to see that. And it's like Guruji is always used to say the men should dance like men, and women should dance like women. That's what is the reality of dance. And this is what we always used to practice. And just performing Shiv Tandav, you have to understand all these things about your body, about the sound and vibrations, and about your dance. Without this three, there is nothing like a dance form. And that's what I have understood through Shiv Tandav. And now also, when I perform my martial arts or anything, I always have this thing in my mind that this is what is the Tandav, real Tandav is. And please do remember one thing: the warriors don't do Shiv Tandav; they do a Tandav dance, and Shiv Tandav is what Lord Shiva is to do it. So this is what is the reality of Shiv Tandav and what Guruji has told me about it. And I can talk about this volumes. I can just keep talking about every bit of it, like how the process was been made and how the sound and vibration is one of the very good subject which I can talk about volumes. But here, I just want to give the glimpse of it so that from next time when others are doing it, they can just have an idea about this reality of Shiv Tandav. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and for giving me this opportunity. I was honored, and I really thank everyone for giving me to talk about the experience what I had with Guruji Nataraj Ramakrishna and the way we have done on Shiv Tandav and Tandav dances. Thank you very much. Thank you and namaskar. Jai. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Moving on to the performances, we now have Kathakali by Kalamandalam Prashobh. Prashobh is a Kathakali dancer. He completed a 6-year diploma in Kathakali acting from Kerala Kalamandalam Deemed University, Kerala with gold medal and received a 2-year scholarship by HRD Department of Culture, Government of India. He learned Kathakali, acting under Kalamandalam Balasubramaniam, and also advanced studies in Natya Shastra and Sanskrit literature. He is working as a visiting faculty at Sarojini Naidu School, Communication and Theatre Department, Hyderabad Central University, a visiting faculty at Madhya Pradesh School of Drama, and as a visiting faculty in Extension Program of National School of Drama, Delhi. He has performed at various prestigious festivals all around the country. We now present Kathakali by Prashobh.
പോടാ നീ ആരടാ മൂഢ ഞാനെയ്ത കിടിയെ
പോടാ നീ ആരടാ മൂട ഞാനെയ്ത കിടിയെ
കൂടെ വന്നെയ്തിടാമോട ഞാനെയ്ത കിടിയെ
കൂടെ വന്നെയ്തിടാമോട
പാടവ
ഏറുമെങ്കിൽ
പേടി കൂടാതെന്നോടു
പേടി കൂടാതെന്നോടു
ചടുതി ചാടുപോ തുടരുകയല്ലേ
ചടുതി ചാടുപോ തുടരുകയല്ലി
കടുത വല്ലടവു മോടിയൊളിക്ക
കടുത വല്ലടവു മോടിയൊളിക
നീ ആരടാ മൂഢ ഞാനെയ്ത കിടിയെ
കൂടെ വന്നെയ്തിടാമോട
ദുഷ്ട കാട്ടാളവന്നല്ലേ തൊട്ടതിനാലേ
കാട്ടാളവന്നെന്നെ തൊട്ടതിനാലേ
നഷ്ടമാക്കുവൻ നിന്നെ ഞാൻ
തൊട്ടതിനാലെ നഷ്ടമാക്കുക നിന്നെ
ഞാൻ പുകൾപ്പെട്ടോരർജുനനകം
എട്ടുദിക്കിലും പുകൾപ്പെട്ടോരർജുനനകം എട്ടുദിക്കിലും പുകൾപ്പെട്ടോരർജുനനകം
എട്ടുദിക്കിലും
പുകൾപ്പെട്ടോരർജുനനകം എട്ടുദിക്കിലും പുകൾപ്പെട്ടോരർജുനനകം
എട്ടുദിക്കിലും പുകൾപ്പെട്ടോരർജുന
അർജുനനകം
విష్టపైగ గురుమట్టలరంబనే
విష్టపైగ గురుమట్టలరంబనే
నష్టమాకియ పురాణుడ భజనే
నష్టమాకియ పురాణుడ భజనే
കാട്ടാളവനല്ലേ തൊട്ടതിയാളെ
നഷ്ടമാക്കുവൻ നിന്നെ
കേട്ടിട്ടു കേട്ടിട്ടുള്ള കാട്ടാളൻ ഞാൻ സ്പഷ്ടമേ നിങ്ങളുടെ
കേട്ടിട്ടുള്ള കാട്ടാളൻ ഞാൻ സ്പഷ്ടമേ നിങ്ങളുടെ
ചട്ടവട്ടങ്ങൾ ഐവരും
ചട്ടമേ നിങ്ങളുടെ ചട്ടവട്ടങ്ങളൈ വരും
ഊതമേ നിങ്ങൾ കുലയാട്ടുൾ കാന്തക പോരും പൊരുത്തതും
കാന്തക പോരും പൊരുത്തതും
കാന്തക.
After such a brilliant performance of Kathakali by Prashok, we now have Odissi by Krishnendu Saha. Krishnendu Saha is one of the promising upcoming Odissi dancers of India. His initial training in Odissi was under Srimati Alokananda Roy and is currently training under the guidance of Srimati Nivedita Mukherjee. He joined Odissi Vision and Movement Center to be trained as a professional dancer as a disciple of Guru Srimati Sharmila Biswas. He has participated in many dance festivals across India like Konark Dance Festival, Odissi International Dance Festival, Dhauli Kalinga Mahotsav, Nritya Sanrachana Manipur, Umang Series, Navapallava Young Dancers Festival, and many more. To widen his vision of Odissi dance and versatility, Krishnendu gets regular exposure and training in mime, martial arts, theatre, music, etc. from senior artists and gurus. Presenting Krishnendu Saha.
चंद्रचूड़ गंगाधर विजय कैलास कंदर व्याघ्रशाल कटीपर विभूति लेपी अंगर धुत धुत था धृग धृग था धुत धुत था धृग 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 था किण किण छा किण किण दिग सुमुख महानट सुघट जटा घटित सुधाकर मुकुट विभो मणिगण भूषण मणिगण भूषण विपुहत धारण शिव हर हो शंकर राणी संकट तारिणी शंकर राणी संकट तारिणी महिषा विनाशिनी जगत जननी महिषा विनाशिनी जगत जननी दिला तेरा त्रिनिता 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 Jinta teta sagta teta सिंहवाहिनी पद्म आसिनी पद्म कंठिनी शोभिता भले सिंदूर मुख सिंदूर गण गंभीर अंबिका गण गंभीर अंबिका गण गंभीर अंबिका जय 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 शंकर रूप भया दिगि दिगि केश तांडव त्रिशूल खर तज्जे झन झनता झन झनता ताक धै तप तप धै तप ताक धै तप तप धै नाद भयंकर शिव भयंकर नाद भयंकर शिव भयंकर डम डम डिंडिम भक्त भरा शिव शिव कौकिन मुंचित नर्तन अंबरे मंदर नृत्य करा विदिता विदिते विदिता विदिते विदिता विदिते सत्ता विदिति विदिति मडंबर तंदवता हे तत्ते तत्ताधि इंदति हे तत्ते तत्ताधि इंदति के मोहिनी से क्षण के धीर मति क्षण के अभय क्षण नृत्य चित्त से करंती क्षण के जप तप क्षण के दुष्ट मति विश्व क्षण के शांत मुक्ति क्षमक क्षमक क्षमताळे क्षमके किंकिणी ऋण क्षण चित्त चमके हरण घरी खंडनिनाद मुखरित मंदिर पादनिनाद Trimi 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 dam runa runa tha druga tat tat dha druga druga dha druga dha 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 drimika dam chak dha dha runaka runaka drimika drimika runaka runaka drimika drimika kruna dam dhuka 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 dam Runa 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 cha china cha cha runa runa cha cha runa cha cha runa cha cha chanu cha cha runa 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 dhuga 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 cha 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 cha
That was a fantastic Odissi performance by Krishnendu Saha. I now cordially invite the guest speakers for today, Dr. Tadepalli Garu and Guru Kalakrishna Garu. A world-revered traditional Kuchipudi family is Tadepalli, the family from where Dr. Tadepalli hails from. Following the footsteps of his illustrious great-grandfather, the distinguished personality Natya Parameshti Tadepalli Peraya Garu, who was the guru of Kuchipudi legend Vempati Chinasatyam Garu. Tadepalli started his dance journey under the able guidance of well-renowned Kuchipudi exponent Padma Shri Dr. Vedantam Satyanarayana Sharma. He continued his training under the guidance of the first doctorate of Kuchipudi, Dr. Chinta Ramanatham. He has the honor of having learned from different illustrious gurus like Natyacharya Vedantam Radheshyam, Dr. Vedantam Ramalinga Shastri, Professor Pasumarthi Ramalinga Shastri, Dr. Uma Ramarao, Dr. Janalagadda Anuradha, Dr. Vedantam Venkatachalapati, Dr. Pasumarthi Venkateshwar Sharma, and Kalaratna Sri Vempati Ravishankar. He has participated widely in various seminars and made presentations in prestigious universities, institutions, and academies, and currently stringing together his research material as a book for the benefit of Kuchipudi students and enthusiasts alike. With an altruistic intention to help upcoming artists, aspirants to undertake research, he has established International Dance Research Training Center. He is a well-qualified artist, having graduated in Sanskrit and Telugu literatures, doctorate in dance. He is a member of many government and non-government organizations, namely Special Officer CCRT, member of Central Sangeet Natak Academy, Director of International Dance Research and Training, State Representative member of ICCR, etc. Tadepalli is a multifaceted Kuchipudi exponent, a performer, qualified academician in ancient study of Vedas, research scholar, a responsible organizer, an essential propeller of the young generation of the Kuchipudi traditional families, art critic, and one of the most sought-after speaker on culture, tradition, and heritage. An art personality from one of the most revered traditional family of Kuchipudi, Tadepalli is a firm believer of Dharma and abides by the traditions and is in a passionate mission to uphold the same and pass it on to the future generations through various avenues as a primary personal mission of his life. Guru Kalakrishna Garu, a leading exponent of Andhra and Perini, is a versatile dancer who has made his mark through his beautiful impersonation as Satyabhama of Navajanardana Parijatam. He is one of the senior most disciples of Guru Nataraja Ramakrishna. A Central Sangeet Natak Academy awardee, Kalakrishna carries on the legacy of his guru through Guru Sishya Parampara for over 40 years now. Abhinava Satyabhama, Madhuralasya Kalanidhi, Abhinava Rayancha, etc. are few of the many titles bestowed upon him for his impeccable work towards Andhra and Perini, the dances of the Telugu region. An extraordinary choreographer, teacher par excellence, he is considered one of the best among the best in the dance fraternity. We welcome Dr. Tadepalli Garu and Guru Kalakrishna Garu for today's session. Dr. Tadepalli Garu will be joining us shortly. We now request Guru Kalakrishna Garu to speak for us.
Namaskar. Namaskar. It's very good starting today about Tandava. Vagdevi Arts Academy and Sri Lasya combining, they are organizing this Tandava Dance Fest to know what is Tandava, what is Shiva Tandava, and other aspects of Tandava. We know, according to Bharata, Tandava is performed by men and Lasa is performed by women. But since that time and today, how Tandava evolved, developed among us all these traditions like Kuchipudi, Bharatanatyam, Odissi, Kathak, Kathakali, and Mohiniyattam, Andhra and Perini. How it is developed, how the Tandava system came into the artists, and how the each tradition and their technique, how they adapted for the Tandava system. Because now, today we watch 3 performances. One is Kuchipudi, another Kathakali, and the last, the Odissi. All these 3 artists perform very well and their skill is very good. And their body constitution also trained by for dance. Trained by their gurus for the sake of dance, and whatever the technique of the tradition they adopted today and they perform. And according to Nat Shastra, Tandava performed by men. Today all these 3 artists performed by themselves, they are men. And what is technique? Because generally now Tandava means it should be very vigor and it should be very hard movements and it should be Veera, Raudra, Rasa, etc. The people mind is set like that because since centuries this opinion came into the mind and nowadays everyone is speaking that only. Tandava means the gati should be in this way, either 5 letters or 7 letters, and movement should be very vigor and it should be Raudra Rasa. So when we are talking about Shiva, they are adapting all the Shiva's movements and Karanas, whatever 108 Karanas and whatever they sculptural Karanas, sculpture poses and according to Shastra, Angika, poses, and body languages, how they converted into Tandava they show today. But Tandava, when we are talking about Tandava, Tandava is meant for the Shiva. How Shiva performed, what he performed, when he performed, where he performed. First, we have to go to that aspect. And what was that situation? What was that atmosphere? What was purpose? Why he danced for that? Because she was, according to the Tattva Shastra, she was rupas are 25. So in 25 he danced. Suppose we are thinking about he's the nature, five elements of the nature. How, according to that nature, how he performed. And today, all the dancers believe the dance god is Lord Nataraja. And we know many artists know about what is Nataraja statue, what is in right hand, what is in left hand, what is the Agni Jwala, and what is the sentiment. Because nowadays, not only the dancers, even scientists also researching about that Nataraja, and they are using that power also in their experiments. So we are giving much importance for the Nataraja and Shiva when we are talking about Tandava. So what is the development? How it developed? Since that Shastra said, many Shastras said about the Tandava performed by men only, and Lasya performed by Parvati, and Parvati descendants like this, she was descendants like this. We may get so many references in the treatises. But practical development, how it is developed. Tandava. Today, Dabjit performed the Tanda Shivastakam, and he showed all the Shivas. And what is his body language? What Tandava body should be there? What is the men body constitution? How the men body constitution more to the dance for the technique? Because each dance form technique is separate. But when they are adapting the particular Tandava, the technique should also influence there. The movement, body movements also influence there. The neck movements also influence there. And all those body delicacies will be, because this is technique. The dance technique is those traditions, it is there. Like that, we don't have the Tandava technique of dance. But we know only the Uddhata, the vigor, the Virarasa. That's only we know. But how the body will react for that. That kind of present generation should think about that Tandava aspect. Of course, every dance tradition has in their own technique, their walking. Suppose Mayura Gati, Mahamsa Gati, it is there in every tradition, and they are using the technique. When we are coming back to Tandava, how we have to the, because when we are going to the Bhartanava, we are thinking about Bhartanava, the male Mayura is there, female Mayura is there. How it works, because that kind of movements the present generation took adapt when they are doing Tandava. So in the same way, the body movements, the jatis, the vigor, the philosophy, everything they must adapt. This is my personal opinion. So when we are talking about Tandava definitions, so many definitions are coming in front of us, because in Bharata's Nat Shastra, he said Tandava is performed by men, and Bharata's 100 sons, when they performed in front of Brahma, and it was not that good, and that's why he created Apsaras, and he started the Lasya part of dance. So why it was like that? So when men are practicing Tandava, how it is different, and when women are practicing Tandava, how it is different. All these aspects should keep in mind, and they should choreograph this Tandava system of items in their choreography, taking the literature off, because when we are going for the literature, whether we are selecting the Bhakti Bhava, whether we are selecting a Raudra Bhava, or we are selecting any Hasirasa, so according to that, they should dance the Tandava tradition. So today, everyone is performed excellent in their own way, and now we have interact with them. And now I am requesting Ms. Tadapalli to say about Tandava, because Tandava means performed by men. One more aspect is there. Tandava Melam means group of male dancers. Lasya Melam means group of. But this definition, many people they may not know, because this definition is there. Tandava means a group of men dancers. How the Tandava Lasya developed. Suppose if women are doing sitting, doing Abhinaya or something, that is called Lasya. When they are standing up and doing Nrutta aspect, that is Tandava. Because when in Natomela tradition, especially how in Tandava, how he called that is Tandava. So now let us interact with them and we will find, and with that we will see how the Tandava developed in various traditions. Now go to Susatvika.
Master Tadepalli garu could not join. There is some technical error. I'll join the artists in the meanwhile, so you can interact with them. Inviting Avijit Das, Kalamandalam Prashod, and Krishnen Sukaha.
Namaste, Master Garu.
Namaste. Do you recognize me?
Yes, Master.
Hi. Yeah, you just tell.
Please unmute yourself and switch on the camera.
Yeah, I'll come to the Avijit Das. Yeah, you tell about your item, and I know your guru's choreography and everything. Yeah, you just tell what kind of Tandava aspect movements are, how you adapted in that item, and what is the difference Shiva's Tandavas and your Tandava today?
Yeah, namaste everyone, and namaste, my greetings to all the artists and Master Guru. So, first of all, as you said that when Bharata has started, the mention about when we talk about Tandava, the word Tandava's historical background we find in during the Dhima and Sambhakara, after the performance of that. Then when Shiva understood that importance of involving Tandava into the Purvaranga Vidhi, and which was taught by the Tandu to Bharata. So Tandava, just the term Tandava has layer of, it is vast. It includes Angika Vinaya, first of all. The first thing is an Angika Vinaya. In the Angika Vinaya, it comes Karanas, Angaharas, and the Rechakas. So when we talk about Tandava, the word Tandava doesn't exist alone by itself. So when it is an Uddhata, which we say Uddhata and Sukumara in Natya Shastra, we talk about Uddhata, what is Tandava. Tandava is referred as an Uddhata. So Uddhata is again comparison of Uddhata. What is Uddhata? When we talk about it to classical dance form, compared to Kathak, when Kathak and Mohiniyattam is performing together in the same stage, their Kathak is Uddhata. In Kathak, when the Chakra is happening, then that is Uddhata. So it is, Tandava is always comparison. It is not particular from my perspective. Master Guru, if you correct me if I'm wrong. So definitely, I'll be very happy to clarify my understanding. So it is always a comparison because it doesn't have any particular definition. What is Tandava? Like it is depending on vrittis, pravittis as well. It is also which region it comes from, vrittis or which pravittis.
Just I'm interrupting you because when Tandava, when we are preparing the vrittis are bhatti.
Yes. So again, even pravittis also, master.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it depends on the pravittis. Is it Dakshinata or like which genre it come from? Again, it's depend on. So I'll come to the point what you asked me, master. So when it comes to Shivashtakam, which I performed, so whenever I perform, I personally take it three aspects of in performance, because right now what we are doing present day of Kuchipudi is a Vyasa Nitya, which is a solo dance tradition. It is not that how the generation has been performing. So we are, again, art being an intangible tradition, it is always developing in every single day through every single artist. So yeah, when I look at the art form or any presentation, there is a three aspects of it. I think we all, like, master, you will also will be also say the same thing. I hope that either you are a narrator or you become the character, or you dwell between the narrator and the character. You become the character, at the same time you become the narrator. Oh, that was the Shiva, or this is I am the Shiva, or then we try to do it. So I feel when it is a dance drama, because we come from a dance drama tradition, so it works very well. You become the character. But when you are presenting a Vyasa Nityam, which is a solo dance tradition, I feel it is better for me to become a narrator and come back to. That's why I understood the item in a way. Every, when we are doing the Shiva pose and coming back to the Pallavi, so I became the narrator rather than me becoming the Shiva. And the poses of, again, that when you talk about
that is
Tandava,
when you are about this solo tradition. Suppose if you are talking about the dance drama tradition, the various characters will be there, and the dance will actually when we are talking about the narrator and coming back solo dance to present that Tandava aspect. Okay, I will come to the Prasav because he did today with in two characters. So let him explain about that.
Yes, master.
Yeah. Prasav. Yeah, now today you did some kind of warrior movements in your presentation. So it is like Natya. So what kind of Tandava impression is there?
I did the story Kirata.
Yeah.
And my character is Kirata, the another character is Arjuna. It is the Kirata make quarreling with the Arjuna. That time, actually, we did, yes. Yes, okay. In Kathakali, yes, I'm coming in the subject.
Okay.
In Kathakali, have Ashtakalasa and Kalasham, Konkaram, like the dance. You saw the dance. I'm coming with the rhythmic movement and everything. So in Kathakali, that actually I am finding in Kathakali there have many Tandava steps. Because the Kathakali not a solo performance. Kathakali is the characterization. So in between the characterization, I am finding where is the Tandava aspect in Kathakali. Then I understood in Ashtakalasham, in Kathakali, so many stories, the Hanuman and the Bhima and Arjuna, when become happy, they are taking the Ashtakalasham and between the others, they are taking Kalashon, and there we can see the aspects of Tandava. And you know the Tandava Muchade, Trinam Tulasya in according to Natya Shastra. I am telling Tandava performance. Always the artist telling Tandava performance, Tandava must do the men artist. But I don't any that kind of comments from me from my side. The lady can do the Tandava aspect, the man can do the Nasi aspect, but we must understand when you just I see you the looking of the poster and Lasya and Tandava, there are two types of looking. And suddenly in Ashtakalasham and Padapurapadu in Yuddhavattam, you can see the aspect of Tandava skating. Not in full acting, but we can see in some areas. That is my knowledge.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, I'm starting the journey to finding the Tandava in Kathakali.
Yeah. Let us hear Krishnendu. Yeah, tell me about your item. I know I saw so many 2-3 times this item because Sharmila is, and you may not know, Sharmila and myself was selected for the youth festival first time in 1985. So since then we are friends. Of course, you tell about that.
Pranam. As from the very beginning of the show, not about. So I would love to share my Tandav. According to me, Tandav is the art sentence. If we see each Shiva Tandav, Tandav, Anush Tandav, the moment of the like sometimes Sankar Tandav, sometimes Kumar Tandav. I think according to the emotion of that particular moment was so I feel when Shiva is most joy, he performed a particular type of Tandav. When Shiva was so angry, he performed another type of Tandav. When Krishna was so happy, he performed Tandav for the head of Kali. So after killing, after giving mercy to Kali. So like that, it is for me, it is like the ultimate liberation, really. And in my performance.
Yeah, now you all male artists performed today as Tandava. Yeah. Suppose same item will be performed by the women, same movements will be performed by the women. Is it Purusha Tandava or Stree Tandava? Anybody can answer. Because the Shivastakam is there, and because in Kathakali, of course, it is different. But when Odissi and Kuchipudi is solo dance form, so how it is different for men and women? Anybody can answer, you both.
As in my performance, there I showed the human aspect of each human being faces. Like when we are in ultimate, the male aspect comes up. And then again, there is a female aspect which controls. Like you have seen Shiva. So quiet and peace. And again, Parvati comes. Again, Parvati comes and follows that control.
Okay. Tell Abhijit.
Irrespective of the gender, I feel the dancers is a patra. We are all character. We are patra. We adapt the way I think a female will be taking. Is again, I'm talking about being my perspective of looking at dancers as a patra. So even if I take Parvati, I will have that. I have to adapt that natural grace which I don't have. So inherently, which a female has already in their body, they have to work little more extra to get that Tandava attitude into the body. Even for a male, as a patra, I have to work. If I am doing a Rukmini Praveshadaru, I have to little work extra to get that grace. So
that is because I'm female impersonator. I know that what practical problems and everything.
Yeah. So
that but because Tandava means only we imagine only Shiva and sometimes Krishna, Vishnu.
No. Yes, Master Garu. Yeah, in that perspective, I will also like to add. If I'm wrong, you please correct me. In the literature, Tandava is not always for the Shiva and Krishna. We have Kalika Tandava, we have Ganesha Tandava, which is again that Ashtam. I think Ashtaganapati Tandava we have. So every god has their own Tandava.
Yes,
if we see the literature talks about the literature, we have Tandavas.
Every god is having their own Tandava. Even Vinayaka also did Tandava.
Yes. Yeah.
How it looks, we all know. When Krishna did Tandava when he was child, and how Vishnu danced Tandava, and that is because tomorrow we may see that Ravi is performing the Harihara in one body, because it is easy when we are in makeup. So in solar system, it is very difficult to show the Lasya movements and Tandava movements separately. So because our body's constitution is this only one, and we cannot break. Internally we may feel the feminine grace and the scientific aspect we may feel, but when we are exhibiting the same as movements, it is very difficult to show. So like that, how you said the Tandava should practice, when the woman is practicing, they need some kind of vigorous, and sometimes they work very hard. Of course, I know they work very hard, but their body constitution will be there. So sometimes
I
they will look, sometimes they will.
Garu, I think in that note, I think we have the very popular Shiva is Manju Akka, who is we all look up to,
You know, Manju is Shiva, and when the same man is coming behind her, the same movements are doing by men, it will be different. So Tandava movements and Tandava is not only meant for the men or women. The way the gurus or the tradition is taking up that Tandava aspect into practical movements. Yes. So Shiva that time, because of to destroy many various situations, he did Sapta Tandavas and he did Dvadasha Tandavas. I think you did not. I think some people they know that the Dvadasha Tandavas, Sapta Tandavas are there. And when we are crossing according to Bhartanava, Saptalasyas also Tandavas, Deshni Tandavas, Shuddha, Deshi, Perini, Prenkana, they are also Tandavas. So these Tandavas are different because Shiva sometimes Vijay Tandava, Uddha Tandava, Kaliki Tandava, Samhara Tandava, for particular purpose he danced. And the situation, the atmosphere, the psychology, everything is different. So if we adapt the same situations or same moments, it won't suit for us. That is why we are taking the help of literature.
And also, I think Angika also helps to execute. So that's why Karanas, Angaharas, Rechakas, because Rechakas also, it is very individual to the artist when it comes to Rechakas. But
in olden days, all 108 Karanas also Tandavas. Why it was called Tandavas? Because they are using the technique and using Angahara, Rechakas and everything, and when they are finishing and coming back to that particular Karana, that is why they called Tandava.
Yes.
So it was performed, it was practiced by men and women also. So like that, the evolution came, the 108 Karanas, Saptatandavas and Dwadasha Tandavas. It is different times they presented. Today, in this century, when we are practicing all these Tandava items, we are more depending upon the literature, whether it is in dance drama or solo items. So taking some Shiva Kautam or Shiva's narrated Bhakti shlokas, and today Krishna Hindu adapted similarly Kautam of our South Indian, and he presented in Odissi. And in their literature, it is there, because that time is Shiva. When we are presenting Shiva Kautam, all we do the Shiva's movement. So like that, according to the situations, according to the atmosphere, we are nowadays choreographing these Tandava items. Tandava means not only because that definition, it was there at the time of Bharatas, but it is developed into art is in different way. Suppose if we watch Chow dance, it will be some kind of Tandava is there. If we watch Kathakali today, we saw, and if we see some other Tandavas, suppose in today whatever you are performing, that is mixing of Margi Deshi. If we are coming for the only Deshi Tandava, in villages today, today also we are finding so many Tandava systems, because when we are putting into fire Agni Gundas and everything, there is dance. And when the village deity Amavari is there, there are dances. It is not complete Shiva's concerning dance. This is the Shudra Tandava. That is whatever you today mix with, according to the Nat Shastra, molded into Deshi, and you perform. So this is Tandava, how it is developed, and according to that, when we are taking from items, now we are giving new definition, because as I told you in the beginning, in Telugu region, when the Natomela dancers sitting doing Abhinaya and standing doing Nutta, that is the aspect of Lasya Tandava. So their aspect is different. So Tandava means most Nutta only. Tandava means more Nutta aspect. So when we are taking literature also, we will leave that one. Immediately we will come for Jati or some Swaras or something, and we will show all those movements or Karanas in that. Because 90% we are adapting only the Nutta aspect. Tandava means. Nritya, we are having a combination of both Nritya and Abhinaya. So that when we are coming back to the Nritya and Abhinaya, it is not fully Tandava. Only Nritya based when we are taking and performing as Udruta. So that is, we can call today Tandava. So though we are adapting literature also, so in between, when we are talking, suppose if we in our Telugu we are having that literature is there. When you are doing you are doing the pure dance. Then Tandava, you are taking one pose or Angika Abhinaya you are showing. So more of the Tandava is concerned with the Nutta. So that Nutta definitions also again changes in so many variations. Nutta means Tandava Nutta is different, Lasa Nutta is different. That according to Jayappa, Nutta means Tandava and Lasa should be there for a Nutta aspect. So like that Tandava is developed from Bharatas to till today, and all the great gurus, their influences and their experiences and local atmosphere also used for that Tandava aspect. Shiva's Saptatandavas is different, Shiva's Dwadasha Tandavas different. It is particular time they perform. But that particular time, Tandavas we are not adapting. So we are thinking about that time of movements or atmosphere. We are thinking about that only, but that kind of completely Tripurasura Samhara Shabdam is there. So Tripurasura Samharam, how he did, because he made all the nature, all the gods together, and we formed one formation, and we in the coronation of Ardhanarishwara he performed. So like that, Tandava is there. So anything you want to say about the present day, younger generation, how Tandava should perform by men or women? Krishnadas, you can say.
One thing I would love to mention, as you say about Marketing, the particular item I performed today, there are some chants that is called Shabda. Those are actually the Deshiya Roop of in rural parts, group of boys. They do perform the very, very focused part of rural Odisha. So my guru, she Shabda chants, which they used to chant when they perform. The Shabda.
No, because Shabda is different. Mridanga Shabdas are there, and Mantra Shabdas are there, and natural Shabdas are there. That adaptation is different. See, for which situation we need Mantra Shabdas? For which
Yes,
situation?
that but named Shabda.
There is sound problem, I think.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, I am hearing you.
So that particular dance form is named Shabda because when they dance, they chant this Shabda about Shiva and about Parvati. And it is basically on Shiva and Parvati to show both aspects. But only male dancers perform that. So these dance forms which I performed today, those Shabdas were collected, and my guru has given the classes. I wanted to mention.
Okay, I will come back to you once, because when we are enacting a bird or a animal, suppose a lion or tiger or elephant, or when we are enacting as a hamsa, mayuri or parrot, how you will select that? So basically, we don't know whether it is concerned about Tandava or Lasya, because we never across about this kind of thinking. Suppose elephant means Gajendra Moksham, we are doing all those elephant movements and everything. Whether when it is some kind of angry and whatever she gets in elephants, so how it acts, how we adapt in Tandava system. In the same way, the parrot is there. It is flying. It is walking. It is going there. And like that, Hamsa, how it is there, how it walks, how it is looks. Is all these are only Gamana or Gati Prastaram, or any dance when it comes in a dance movement or in Tandava? Suppose if we adapt some kind of Tandava, or any flying movements we will take and doing that, whether it suits for Tandava or not.
Normally, when we show Tandava, when we show Tandava, always keep that.
Yeah, because in ballets we saw swan dance. See, in that we will find any Tandava movements or Tandava aspects are there or not. Suppose if we are doing Gajendra Moksham episode, is there any Tandava aspect is there or not? When we are enacting as a tiger or a bird, when naturally when we are talking about the birds, We will take only the Hamsagamanamu, Mayurigati, or Mattebagati. When we are talking Matteba, only we will talk about Mattebagati and how it walks. In that walking also, there is some kind of vigor is there, whether it is concerned with the Tandava or not.
Sir, it will be there, definitely.
Yeah.
But as nature, it will be there. As I said that he is a living. So the something rigorous. As I said,
Because nowadays so many ballets are coming out with only music. Because nowadays technology is developed and the sound system also developed, and they are doing so many experiments. So we in Natya Shastra or in our dance studies, we know only the Mattebagati, Maralagati, Mayuragati, and we show in our dance with literature or without literature, we are doing. Suppose the same moments, it is in vigorous. So the Tandava aspect will be there because, as I said, the elephant when it is walking, it walks slow. Something going to happen to her, it goes very fast, and it goes at Tandava. And these are the moments which is connected with the Tandava.
Sir, I have one question. Tandava Tandava is something very much.
No, because that's Tandava means we forget about the Shiva, because Shiva is meant for the Tandava. We are all saying according to mythology or our Natya Shastra, and we are worshipping Nataraja as a Tandava Murti. So when you are coming for the technique, suppose we are always we are not taking any mythological stories. No, sometimes we should take the natural this one. Natural stories or present day experimental items. So that time what I am saying to tell you, that moments also when you are acting, it should also there is scope to perform as Tandava aspect. So let us see tomorrow also, we will find some more also. And today you did, all three artists we did very nice, because present day it is few artists are coming out, especially male. I am talking about the male. Few male artists are coming out, and they are standing for the purpose of dance. And wish you all the good luck. Congratulations once again. God will give more energy and blessings, and keep up the same spirit with you, and forward the younger generation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Master Garu. Thanks for the lovely word.
Satvika.
Thank you, Master Garu, and thank you, performers. That was a lovely debate session. We have come to the end of today's live session. Tomorrow, we have a wonderful lineup of performances: Kathak by Saurav Roy, Bharatnatyam by Amarnath Ghosh, and Perini by Dr. Raviteja. We also have Padma Shri Pandit Gopal Prasad Dubeji and Guru Kalakrishna Garu speaking for us as guests tomorrow. Thank you to every one of the viewers who have been here all through. Hope you all had a great time watching the performances and hearing the views of our guest speakers and performers on Tandav. Do stay tuned to this Facebook page. See you all tomorrow. Stay healthy. Have a happy Sunday evening. Thank you.